I'm not sure how you feel about it, but personally speaking, having a modicum of control over my life and circumstances is extremely important to me. And if you're wise, you will know that very few things give you that level of control, like money. Now, earning a considerable income for what I love to do is a huge blessing and sustains my day-to-day needs. But I also have the foresight to realize that that's not what's going to keep me on the long run. Besides, it doesn't matter how much you earn. If you spend it all at once or over a period of time, eventually you will have nothing left. It became pretty obvious to me at some point in my life that I needed to invest in something that was sustainable, that will earn me a huge profit on its own over a period of time. First things first, I needed to find something that was suitable to my temperament. Personally speaking, I don't like stress. 1, I love the outdoors. 2, I wanted something that was totally different and had nothing to do with my current career. With an eye on the future, I decided to go into an investment that I thought would, be sustainable and would be useful for the times we're currently in. So I developed an interest in snail farming. I was fascinated by the sheer quantum proportions in which they multiply. Now, I am a firm believer in organic growth. Start small and expand and learn as you grow. I began my snail farm with 2 pens made out of concrete blocks at the back of my 2-bedroom flat at the time. Everything went wonky with that first endeavor, but it was okay. I had started small so I could absorb the risk. Let me tell you what that experience did for me. Number 1, I knew without a doubt that snail farming was something I wanted to do long term and on a big scale. 2, I learned what worked and what didn't. I learned who to trust and who not to give the time of day. More importantly, I discovered that in order to run a successful business, regardless of what kind it is, you needed to have more than a working knowledge of every aspect of it. So I began to study, I began to ask questions, and I learned. Having decided that I was going to go into snail farming full time, I had bought a nice parcel of land somewhere in a farming community on the outskirts of Lagos. Buying farming land in a farming community solved so many problems. I didn't need to pay for security, the infrastructure was there, you just needed to take advantage of things that were already on the ground. I paid for my farmland over a 3-month period, and at the time I was brutal. As my monthly earnings were coming in, I would just simply take out a chunk and put it towards that. Now there's an easier way to go about investing, and if I was wise or wiser at the time, things may have gone a bit easier. As at this year, 2018, it's been a 7-year journey, and yes, it hasn't always been rosy. In spite of it all, I sit here today a proud owner of a production chain of snails, from farming straight through to sales, as we just paid for our first sales outlet. Investing towards tomorrow from what you have today is extremely important, especially in our line of business, because if you're honest, you will not always be the flavor of the month. So what happens when your phone no longer rings? Think about that.